All right, I'm about to tell y'all the greatest story never told. I don't even know where to start. Oh man. Well, I'm Rinaldi Jordan. Some of you may know me as Plant-Based Vibe, but my life was pretty ordinary before 2016, and then I got locked up. Some of you may have known that, or some of you just may have just seen me disappear off of socials. But yeah, I was locked up, spent the holidays locked up because jail or court was closed, and I didn't have a bond. They wouldn't let me bail out, so I essentially just had to wait through that whole entire court process in jail. Now, in order for me to get out, I accepted felonies. Now, at the time, I had no clue felonies would sort of wreck my life. Just accepting the felonies, I just assumed that it was a way to get out, and I was just like, it's okay, I can move forward after this. And but felonies kept me from getting a job. They kept me from renting a home. They kept me from getting a real estate license, even like just trying to figure it out, right? There were so many things that it kept me from doing. And so at that time, I just had to pick up some new skills, whether it was website design, graphic design, digital marketing, branding, anything I could. I had even gotten an opportunity with the city of Memphis. They offered me a job, but my felonies kept me from being able to get hired from a government job. So there were so many things in my life that I had to hurdle in order to get to this point where I guess you all see today. I feel like a lot of times Instagram and social media in general is a highlight reel, but I want to make sure that I'm sharing the story so that it encourages you all on your journey, because you're going to go through something in life. I think one of the most beautiful things we can accept in life is change. Now when I run into these obstacles or hurdles or anything like that, I really consider it pure joy, because it's another opportunity for me to grow. So jail was just that, a blessing in disguise. When I got out, like I said, I couldn't get a job, I couldn't rent a home, so it sort of forced me into this position where I had to buy a home. I had to start a business. And so, like I said, all in all, it ended up being a blessing in disguise. And I'll tell you about, I think there's a whole other part of the story in terms of like me getting arrested. Like that was a whole like movie in itself. But also sharing how, some of the things that I used to get me through that, like prayer. I saw some crazy things happen when I was locked up. And I think a lot of times it's not what you think, but it also is what you think. You get a little bit of both worlds. Like you see this part of jail that is exactly what you thought it was, but there's also this part where it's like, you're like peeling back the layers and you're like, wow, there's actually purpose. And so when you find that purpose, by the way, Purpose Driven Life, go read the book. I had to read it because it was part of our curriculum in school, but it really was a great book because it helped me live a purpose-driven life. And so everything that I do, I'm trying to find the purpose in it. Instead of me sitting there saying, why God, why me in this situation? I tried to figure out, why am I here? Why now? And so when I got out, I just had a plan. And so that plan didn't work, obviously. But I got forced into a position where I was able to buy a home. I started my own business. But there was still there was something that was missing. So the pandemic happened. The world stopped. But it kind of increased my business on the digital side, because a lot of people that weren't interested in being online were now forced to be online because their business were closed. So it opened up a whole new avenue for me in business. But at that time, the market was down. And my dad and my cousin were already actively trading. And they were hitting me up and just being like, hey, you need to get started. You need to invest. Go open up a Robinhood account. And it was pretty easy. I opened up an account. I made my first investment. And in a few days, I think it was up 200, 300%, right? And so basically I turned $500 into $1,500 in 2 days. And at that point, I was hungry for the knowledge. Fast forward a few years, or not even a few years, I guess just maybe a few months, and I discovered this cheat code community. At the time, it was on this app called Clubhouse. It was just basically just a free chat. And they were giving away free information on stocks and charting and trading and investing. And I even had a friend, Joshua, who, man, God bless Joshua. Joshua Simon, he got me on my first Roth IRA. By the way, Roth IRA is one of the only retirement accounts offered by, it's one of the, I guess, maybe few retirement accounts, or maybe one of the only retirement accounts that allows you to withdraw tax-free in retirement. So I'm not a financial advisor or fiduciary, but go ask the professionals, right? But if you can get a Roth IRA, I definitely recommend it. It allows you to basically grow wealth into retirement by investing or using it as a tool to invest in certain assets that allow you to grow your money tax-free in retirement. You withdraw it tax-free in retirement, but we'll get to that in another one. But so all of these people were blessing me with knowledge about trading, investing, and all of these things, and that's what got me hungry on this. And after that, I was able to take the money I was generating from doing websites, graphic design, social media management, creative director, all these positions. I was able to generate money. And then after that, learning how to multiply was the best thing ever through trading, investing, even real estate. Like being forced into purchasing a home was a blessing in disguise. So all in all, I wasn't stuck renting because I couldn't rent as a felon. So it was a journey going through everything. But honestly, the only thing that got me through that was faith. And so I'll do a whole nother video on faith and how I found God and how I used the power of prayer, or even how I saw that in my life, especially while I was locked up, and some of the things I learned from reading the Bible. And so that'll be a whole nother video. But I just wanted to share part of my story with you all to show that you're going to have these moments in life where you're like, why me, woe me. But I want you to know there's a beautiful opportunity on the other side, a blessing with your name on it. So just whatever you're going through, hey, hold on, I got you. Make sure you use this as a resource. Comment below if you need some help or you need some guidance, you got some questions. I've done it all. I mean, I've been up and I've been down. I've had a lot and I've had a little or to nothing really. So I want to be here to be a resource to people at all levels. So that's just part of the greatest story never told, but there's going to be more. Like I said, I want to share some of the things that I went through in jail. I want to share some of the greatest places I went to eat vegan food, and even some of the worst travel experiences. I've dealt with racism. I've dealt with some pretty sketch situations with cops too. A lot of things. So I want to share those stories with you all and be a resource too. So when you arrive to places, you know how to be prepared and you know how to really take advantage of the situation and get the best opportunity out of whatever you want to do in life. So I'm here to help you all. But y'all stay tuned. There's going to be more parts of the greatest story never told, but I'm here to tell it. All right. So I'll see y'all for the next one. Holla.